Hey, Red Dragon. Hey, Serendipity, Jane, Ninny, first. Bluebird on my shoulder, fourth. Oh, Blue Eyes was fifth. She's winning. Hockey Mom, she's first in her mind. Only Fools. Hey, Leo's wife. Hey, Puss in Boots, Carla Marie. Hey, Mr. Carla. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Gina. Monkey Mar, happy Sunday to you. Samara. So I want to talk a little bit about, hey, O Blue. Or did I already say that? Oh, yeah, she was fifth in winning. So I want to talk a little bit about what went on last night. And the title of my stream is Who Determines What's Right and What's Wrong? Well, I don't care. Leo's wife, if she went live, I don't care. But I'll tell you, hey, Crazy Nurse Granny. Hey, John Cuddy. I'll tell you who determines what's right and what's wrong for me. And that's me. Yes, thank you, Blue. I think I'll have to check. Thank you. I determine what's right and what's wrong for me. I determine, hey, Polka Dot, what's too much for me to handle and what's not. Hey, Pearls. So last night, let's just touch on a few things. Gutter guppy over there, and I'm sorry. In my opinion, that's what she is. She's a gutter guppy. She come into this community. I don't know where she come from. At this point, I don't even care. I know I said last night I cared, but I don't care. Rumor has it that she really screwed up in her own community, and that's why, she's here. I agree, Mark Henry. And we're going to touch on that. Hey, Devil's Candy. But she said, now, Ash, remember, or she calls her GOP. GOP, remember, the untruth is probably going to go at you tomorrow. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not going to go at her. I told her days ago, leave me out of your mouth, I'll leave you out of mine. She's having a hard time doing it, but it is what it is. So who determines what's right and what's wrong? You do. And let me tell you something. I didn't agree with what that lady was saying on Laura's panel last night. Exactly, Christina from Flint. But I also don't know, hey, Carol, I also don't know the history between that lady and Ash. So I don't know if I don't know if, Ash went at this lady like she's gone at some of us. Hey, Tawny C. I don't know their history. All I know is I didn't like what was being said, so I left the stream. It was that simple. So I went over to Makeup Mobsters, and immediately, as soon as I typed in the chat, I was timed out, which not by Makeup Mobster, but by one of her mods that absolutely just despises me. And then I hear Marsha Gutter Guppy over there saying, we're not the violent ones, they are. But I caught a couple screenshots of Marsha's stream. And in one of the screenshots is Jennifer Lynn saying that she would bust out all 6 or 8 rows of rotten teeth in Laura's mouth. Except she didn't say Laura, she said Keck. That's not violent. That's obviously acceptable. That's obviously acceptable. That's not violent, according to Gutter Guppy over there. And now everybody's like, oh, how could they go after Ash? How could they go after Republican Ash? Well, if they all attacked you saying, why is truth here? And Ninny, yeah. 6 or 8 rows, yeah, Tony C. So, but that's not violent. But if we remember who made the first major attack on Republican Ash, it was Brian. Brian's the one that put her name out there, and now there's trolls running around using her family's name. I don't agree with it. If they come in here, I immediately ask someone with a wrench to get rid of it. But I also don't have any control over it. But she continuously stands up there and says, Laura and the truth, and they doxed me. No, Ash, we did not dox you. I don't know who. Who cares the history? A special needs woman. Flower Power, were you saying that when Brian was going at her like that too? Are you also saying that about Unknown Capone? Yes, Makeup Mobster did say not to time out the truth. You're right, B. Fergs. Yeah, Brian said he wanted to kill her. I mean, but all of a sudden there's this outrage that this woman came on Laura's panel. And I don't agree with everything that woman said, but I don't know the history behind that woman and Laura. I mean, behind that woman and Ash. I don't. I didn't like what I was hearing, so I left. Yeah, I mean, remember when Brian said that Justin Katz was a convicted rapist? That Everett Scott was a convicted rapist? Where was all of this outrage when this was going on? And now people are surrounding him and coddling him like, like, and this is not a Bash Brian session, trust me. And this is not a Bash Republican Ash session, trust me. But for Gutter Guppy to set up there and say, oh, they're the violent, hey Heather, they're the violent ones. Yeah, he was run off for doing parody. Did I like Justin Katz's parodies? No, I did not. But guess what? I didn't have to watch them. Now, the truth, did you see Lost as video? Did you see Lost as video? I don't understand, Crazy Nurse Granny. Flower Power, I don't know what the high road is. I just know that I know Laura has been, hey Kimberly, Carla Marie, Laura has been under attack. Did you see Lolita's video? No, I didn't. Go put Laura's name in your search bar. And there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos made about her. Hundreds. For God's sakes, someone put her on a horrible website, which will remain there forever. So Laura feels attacked. and Laura is attacking back. And I don't agree with everything. Hush, Lolly. I don't agree with everything Laura is saying and doing. But I definitely don't agree with what's going on out there either. I can't imagine being. She's lecturing me? Well, whatever. Are you talking about Lolita is lecturing me? Well, I mean, she sits in these chats and she contributes to it too, so. No, Laura's hands aren't clean, B-Fergs. None of our hands are clean. But imagine if you were under attack every single day and not just one video, but 3, 4, 5, 6 videos pop up. And now you're being put on a freaking website. I'm sorry. I'm not defending Laura for what happened last night. I left Laura a nasty, shitty message, and I need to talk to her about it today. But, the woman is under fucking attack here. So, who determines what's right and what's wrong? I do. Hello, Kathy. I determine what's right for me. I determine what's wrong for me. Laura's stream last night got to the point it was wrong for me, so I left. But you can't sit here and have this outrage over what's going on when you don't know the history behind that woman and Republican Ash. And, what if she treated that woman like she's treated some of us? Hey, Raquel. B-Fergs, but you're not telling other people to do that. Do you sit over there and tell, for instance, I'm pretty sure you were in the same stream where Jennifer Lynn says she would knock out all 6 or 8 rows of Laura's teeth. What if she hasn't, though? I agree, B-Fergs. I totally agree. But I'm not just going to take Republican Ash's words for it. Because I know what how she's treated me. For God's sake, she sat in a stream the other day and screamed she hoped my doctors gave me bad news. Did she apologize? Yes. Well, I tried to go into Makeup Mobsters and was immediately timed out. Not by Makeup Mobster. You're right. 2 wrongs don't make it right, Linda Barr. But why is it everything that Laura does is wrong? I'm not defending it. I just sit here and said I didn't agree with what went down on that stream. That is violent. Oh, that's joking, Linda Barr. So that's joking because I can show you the screenshot. It didn't look like a joke to me. There was no LOL or a smiley face or anything put behind it. But that's joking, right, Linda Barr? You people take shit way too seriously. I'm glad you said that, Linda Barr, because I could say the same thing about you people. What has Laura done that's shady, Linda Barr? Because nobody's brought it to the front. Nobody's brought it to the forefront. You're not in every live because there's just too many. I agree with you. But it seems like you pick and choose, B. Fergs, who you want to be outraged with. At least when I'm outraged even at people that I consider friends. Oh, what, Linda Barr? What? I mean, why is it, oh, for fuck's sakes? Why are you saying that? Hello, Melodrama. Why are you saying that? Because you don't like what I'm saying? Thank you, Daily Poppins. Because you don't like what I'm saying. It's, oh, for fuck's sakes. Because you don't like the fact that somebody feels attacked. I mean, go look at the number of videos. Laura has never gone real life. Go look at the number of videos out there about Laura, about her parenting, about her teeth, about her hair, about her speech. No, I don't pick and choose. I say in Makeup Mobsters Chat and Marsha's, there are consequences to behavior. Okay, so is there not consequences to Republican Ash's behavior? So this woman, and again, I left the stream when this woman got on panel. I didn't even know she was on panel. I had left and went over to Makeup Mobsters. When I came back, this woman was on Laura's channel. I personally think you're dumb as hell. If Laura wants to be on YouTube, then she needs thicker skin. Okay, well, you have made your point clear. You are one of the hypocrites. So now you can see your way out the door. Because I don't know how thick skin someone is supposed to have when they're being gone after. Oh, now you're going to cuss Capone. Bye, Linda Barr. And somebody, when you get rid of her, don't just throw her out. Block her totally. Because I don't hold those kind of streams in here. I allow people to come in here and speak their sides. I allow people to come in here and speak their piece until you come in here and start talking like that. So bye, Linda. See you around the tube, okay? Republican Ash has gone at me. She's gone at Ninny. She's gone at Hockey Mom. She's gone at Stewie. She's gone at Laura. But we're all just supposed to sit back and be like, oh, well, it's Republican Ash. It's okay. People got outraged because Vinny G dropped this and said, I don't want anything to do with it. People made videos about how he should resign from Vice President of Boyd, how disappointed they are in Vinny G. Then Makeup Mobster. She says she doesn't want anything to do with this. And people become outraged. I have been accused of plotting someone's freaking murder. I have been accused of selling cocaine. How thick is my skin supposed to be? No problem, Maria. Keep it nice, keep it respectful, and it's not a problem. Just exactly how much is Laura supposed to be able to take? How much am I supposed to be able to take? How much is Laura's sub supposed to be able to take? How much are Laura's Patreon supposed to be able to take? Because the only outrage I ever see is when someone strikes back. That's the only outrage I ever see. I never see anybody saying, It has all gotten out of hand, B-Fergs. I totally agree with you. But it's not just gotten out of hand on one side. Everything Laura does, man. I accidentally turned my camera on the other day. Laura drove home. Did you watch that stream, Crash Test Keck? See, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Are there people out there making troll accounts of you, Crash Test Keck? Did you watch that stream? She had a big dinner and one margarita. Want to tell me you've never done that? It is on both sides. But all the outrage only comes when somebody on this side strikes back. That's where the outrage comes from. Oh, look at him going after Republican Ash. To hell with what Republican Ash said about us. To hell with the fact that she can sit on a stream and call us cunts and hookers and whores and everything else. Thank you, Monkey Mar. But somebody comes in here under a troll name like that and they expect to be taken seriously? They expect to be taken seriously under a troll name like that. Nope, sorry, can't do it. People can comment on Laura's, the fact that she took Adderall, a prescribed drug. People can comment on it. They're everywhere saying Adderall addict, Adderall addict, Adderall addict. But let Laura bring somebody's heroin addiction up or their addiction to Suboxones or then Laura's just the worst fucking thing. It's wrong. It's wrong on both sides. Good morning, Amanda. Lolita was stating in her video Laura was wrong for streaming Ash. She didn't know as she was streaming you all. See, Lolita is the least of my worries. I mean, she probably has a voodoo doll with my face on it, poking it with needles. I don't know. She's Dirty Sally. I mean, she actually went under one of Brian's videos and said, Brian, is the truth an alcoholic? Why, Lolita? Are you reaching out your hand to help me if I am an alcoholic? Are you going to help me? Or was you just being a nosy, conniving, condescending bitch? So it seems even the ones that don't want to be involved, they get raked over the fucking coals too. Vinny G, Makeup Mobster. So they decide, you know what, I'm not doing this. I think there's fucked up people on both sides. I'm not doing this. And all of a sudden, they're being drug on a stream. Exactly. Why is it only Laura that's expected to have tough skin? Why is it only... Sorry, Birdie, I missed your comment. Right. Birdie, me and Birdie, we don't like the same people, but we can coexist. She can come in here, you know. But obviously I can't go anywhere because I tried to go in Makeup Mobsters and was immediately blocked. Not by Makeup Mobster, but by her hateful, trifling mod, Mary. I didn't even say anything wrong. Hello, Remy D. But please, for God's sakes, Remy D, you're a perfect example. You sit in these other streams with these people and you agree with them that, they're right and we're wrong. And that's not true. And I hate that there's even a there and a we're. The truth, why would you want to even go there? I don't have a problem with Makeup Mobster. She booted me a long time ago because of why? Because Brian and Marianne told her to. After she booted me, I was like, okay, well, maybe she'll never get to know me. I don't know. Raquel, is there a beginner video I can watch? I wouldn't even know where to tell you to go, Raquel. Oh, I'm fine, Eagle. I'm just touching base on what went on last night. And you got Gutter Guppy over there that sits and acts like... No, it wasn't an accident, Remy D. I know you would like to believe that. But it wasn't an accident. It's because Mary doesn't like me. So Mary decided to make the decision to time me out, whatever. I don't know if I was blocked or not. I didn't come back. No, I did go back. I think I did go back. Because I heard Makeup Mobster say, why are you timing out the truth? Don't time out the truth. Thank you. The mod commented after. But for some reason, because people on this side finally snap when they've had enough, when they're done and they freaking snap, it's horrible. Oh my God, they're the worst people in the world. I'll go look at it, Crazy Nurse Granny. The truth, many people get blocked only for having a different opinion with the mod. Not here. Not here. I cannot believe. No, Makeup Mobster's not timed out. As a matter of fact, Makeup Mobster came in here the other day, and we actually ended up laughing and talking about dogs. I'm so over the fake outrage. Nenny, your comment was deleted because you were sticking up for me. Some lily chick said, this is all my fault because I harassed Brian. No, people don't harass Brian. Hey, Nenny C. People don't harass Brian. Brian harasses people. And then when he gets it back tenfold, then it's poor fucking Brian. I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way. I do apologize that you're... It's okay, Remy D. It's... The truth, people in here are being just rude to Remy. Don't be rude to Remy. Remy's not causing any trouble. Hockey Mom and Remy are never going to ever get along. There's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about it. Hockey Mom is my friend. Nenny C is my friend. I defend my friends. I don't see what they did that was so wrong to bring on this overflow of hate from Republican Ash. But like I said, I didn't like what was going on Laura's stream last night, and I told Laura so. But I can totally understand where she's freaking coming from, man. She's under constant freaking attack. And you all can sit and say, well, look what she does. Well, I got news for you. I followed Laura for a long time. I don't see her putting out 4, 5, 6 videos a day just going after somebody for the way they talk or the way they look or the way they raise their kids or... I mean, the other day my camera flipped and I was looking horrible. I said it. I showed my fuzzy slippers and my ripped up sweats. Brian must have been sitting there waiting for me to screw up, and it became his community post. So what I do? I put one of his ugly pictures up there. Is it petty? Maybe it's petty. But nobody went over there and said, Brian, you shouldn't do that, man. You shouldn't put that picture up there. As a matter of fact, they're all commenting underneath it about how funny it is. Remy D, I may go into chats and not agree with the host. I talk to my friends. That's cool, Remy D. You came in here the other day. You said, hey, I'm going to spam your chat for a minute. You were doing it about breast cancer awareness. I was like, spam away. But I'm sick and tired of this whole argument being so one-sided. Oh, everybody picks on Brian. No, nobody just dug Brian's name out of the sky and decided to go at him. It didn't happen that way. Whiskey Gypsy, is there a difference between putting out a video or even 5 videos a day that are 10 minutes long versus 5-hour live streams a day saying... Personally, Whiskey Gypsy, I do think there's a little bit of a difference. And I'll tell you why. And you may not agree with me, and it's okay. But those 5 videos a day that are being put out about Laura are attacking her looks, her parenting, the fact that she wants a dog, the fact that she said poof one time instead of proof, the fact that she said Colonial Sanders, let's see... and it doesn't just stop with those videos. It carries over and over and over and over. I know it's just a question. Yes, Beefargs, I can understand that. Crazy Nurse Granny, I couldn't agree more. We need to face off on a panel with both sides. I said that the other day. We need to gather around a table and just have it fucking out, man. Lay it all out there. Who, Beefargs, has she attacked? Whose looks did Laura attack before hers were attacked? You mean Marianne's? Because Marianne has gone after Laura's looks more than once. And I'm sorry, me and Laura's talked about this, and I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again. When you start going after people's looks, you lose the argument. The argument's lost. And I don't care whose side you're on. Yeah, and everybody came up. Let's all go to Dave's. No Capone. Let's do it on Halloween special. That's a creepy thought. It is kind of creepy. But for anybody to just sit back and say, I would like to see subs involved in the discussion too. Me too, Jen. Me too. You know, Ash has her beef with Stewie. I've never gotten in the middle of it. I've made a couple jokes to Stewie about, now only record my good stuff, Stewie. How about her going after Wendy's looks? Okay, Maria, I totally agree. But how about them sitting in Diane and Wendy's chat just going hard on Laura? Now Diane and Wendy can say they don't watch their chat, but we all know different. Because if you go into their chat and you say one unkind word about them, boom, you're bounced. So, you can say, how about her going after Wendy's looks? But look at how many times Laura gets attacked in that fucking stream over there. Melodrama. Is Perplexed QT here? I want to apologize for being mean to her one time because I believed him. It's not all Laura. Even Makeup Mobster is telling you all this, and she does not like Laura. It's not all Laura. I'm a firm believer. Once you go after someone's looks, you lose the argument. You ask for proof, but then you defend Laura's behavior. She went at Wendy in a party store unprovoked. I watched that, B. Fergs. I watched it. And was Laura wrong for doing it? Yes. But Laura is striking back too. Do you know how many people that Diane and Wendy, and I don't want to turn this into a Diane and Wendy bashing, how many people they have drug up on, not even drug, but had up on their panel to do nothing but to bash Laura? So let me ask you a question, B. Fergs. Is it okay for Diane and Wendy to have panel after panel after panel of people going up there to dog Laura, to trash Laura, but then when Laura says something snide, Makeup Mobster did say it's not all Laura, because Makeup Mobster has a freaking brain, obviously. I'm a firm believer when you go after somebody's looks, you lose the argument right there. I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's Laura, Diane, Wendy, Katie, Brian, me. I don't care who you are. When you go after someone's looks, you lose the argument immediately. You're done. Nenny, so tired of saying the same thing over and over, it's not worth it. I totally agree, Nenny. Everyone is mad at everyone. When you're mad, you lash out. Lots of people have done it around here. It's human. It's the taking it too far stuff that I don't agree with. I totally agree with you, Alexis P. I totally agree with you. But I don't care who you are. If you go after somebody's looks, boom, you lost. You lost the argument. Boom, you lost the argument. Hey, Anna. Laura's looks are attacked every... Oh, Blue Eyes, I love Jesus. Winning. Laura's looks are attacked every single day. Every single day, somebody puts up a video of Laura in her worst moment, catch her mid-sentence, crops out her eyes and all this crazy shit. Remy, don't tell Hockey Mom to shut up. Hockey Mom, don't tell Remy to fuck off. Come on, guys. Whatever happened to blocking people? Wendy dragged not only Laura but her subs for 3 hours in Ash's stream. I didn't even go listen to it. I don't need to hear Wendy drag me. I don't call her stinky butt. I don't, make comments about her weight, so. Oh, trust me, I'm sure Diane caught a rash of hell for being on Laura's panel. Because that's how it goes. Oh, you went over. I mean, you heard Wendy come busting in like gangbusters. Come on, Tuck. Gotta get the dog in. Come on, Tuck. Get Joy. Get in there. Get Joy. Go. Get Joy. As if Diane's not mature enough to handle her own. And everybody's saying, well, Laura gets people to go after people. Really? Really? So now we're going to assume that people don't have the intelligence to make their own decisions about who they're going to go after. Marcia talked about 15 minutes about the current situation and then went on to another topic. Let me tell you what Marcia did. She started out her stream that's supposed to be about bullying. And Jules, do you know how she started out her stream? By calling us thirsty whores. That's how she started out her stream on bullying and domestic violence, is by calling us thirsty whores. Go look at Marcia's videos over there, Jules. Every single one of them is about Laura. Every single one of them is about Laura. Every single video she has is about Laura. And you know what? When I started my channel off, it started to be every single video I had was about Brian. And you know what? I decided I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to build my channel on Brian. But do you know how many channels have been built off hating Laura? Republican Ash was stuck at 700 and some odd subscribers, and then 900 subscribers forever. Until she got on her panel and started trashing me and Laura. Then boom, she shot up. Well, I've only heard her talk about crime once, Jules, and she was totally wrong about it. Because she was trying to talk about the Markeith Lloyd case, and she had every bit of it wrong. Every freaking bit of it. Right down to the number of people he killed. But if that's where Marcia wants to take her channel, is into true crime, then good for her. Good for her. 27 videos, 3 are crime. The rest are about Laura. Laura tries to do her true crime, and people still go at her and tell her she's stupid, she doesn't know terminology, she's this, she's that. If you don't like watching Laura's true crime, don't fucking watch it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. If you think I'm in here defending Laura, you're wrong. Do I totally understand where Laura's coming from? Yeah. She's been under fucking attack. I did the same thing to Brian when he was attacking me. When he was attacking me and attacking me and attacking me, I clapped fucking back. The difference is he lies and I've got the truth. And I've got all of the truth when it comes to him. I can defend you, Laura. I am defending you to the point that I know where you're coming from, man. You're striking back because, and people say, "Oh, we've never gone real life." Well, who the fuck put that thing on that website if it wasn't real life? I'm saying I'm not defending what went on your panel last night, Laura, and I'm not, and you know I'm not. I don't like what that chick was saying. That's scary. Talking about going up to somebody's door and shit. Were you saying it? No. But again, I don't know what the history is behind Ash and that woman. I have no idea. I don't know if if Ash has done to her what she's done to us. B. Fergs, it's time for all of us to take a step back. I totally agree. But when does the stepping back start? Because everybody can say I'm going to lay my sword down, but I don't see anybody laying a sword down. I see stream after stream after stream of people talking about Laura. And then Laura goes on her panel, her platform. You're welcome, Jules. She goes on her platform and she fights back, and somehow or another she gets tagged the Purple Witch. For God's sakes, the woman can't even talk about a fucking puppy without people making jokes and I mean, we're not all going to like each other. We're not all going to like each other's content. I get it. I just, and I'm sitting here quiet because I'm reading your all's comments. But for God's sakes, man, one human being can, everybody's like rallying around Brian. Okay, that's their right. Rally around him, support him, do whatever you want to do. But why is Laura any different when people rally around her? Because they feel like she's under attack. Last night was a perfect example. I left Laura's stream, I went over to Makeup Mobsters, and I spoke 2 words, and I was timed out. And it was like, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. How can people express themselves to other creators? And please don't come in here and say that every time you come into Laura's stream you're tapped out or timed out, because I'm a mod for Laura. And I don't time you out just because you say something that goes against, something that I wouldn't say or whatever. I might hold your comment for review. And yeah, there's certain people that Laura just flat out does not allow in her stream. And she has that right. Simply E, let's end it. Okay, where do we start? I think we start by, the quit talking about each other and quit making videos about each other. And when I say videos, I don't mean live streams. I'm not the only mod, Casey. I totally agree. I don't even know how you got in here, Casey. I actually had you blocked at one time. And I had you blocked because of your nasty, horrible comments about me when I've never said a damn word about you. But that's okay. Casey can stay. And yes, you get blocked for having a different opinion. I disagree. There's a lot of people that come in there for a different opinion. And but I'm not Laura. Laura runs her channel the way she chooses to run her channel. And if you got attacked, is Mojo in here? Hey Jojo, you're getting an ass whooping as soon as I hang up this phone, but I love you, kid. But you're sitting here saying you get blocked as soon as you go into a stream. So do we. So do we. Casey. The truth. But a legit asked question regarding the website in Laura's was kicked out along with Makeup Mobster and Figure Skating Coach. I don't understand what you said, Remy. But people saying that they get kicked out of Laura's for having a different opinion, believe it or not, Laura has actually told her mods not to do that. Laura has said, guys, don't just boot them because they come in here and say something that you think is wrong. Give me an opportunity to address it. Free ass whoopings, that's right. I'm just glad JoJo's okay too. Jen, it's not about Diane and Wendy timing people out. I'm telling you, the honest to God's truth. I have gone to Diane and Wendy's and spoke one word about the topic, and I was boom. And why? Because she has Ash274, who hates me. Marianne, who hates me. I can't obviously say. Laura says, if you talk shit about me in other streams, you're not welcome in mine. Okay, there's Laura's rules right there. I have emailed Diane before and said, your mods block everybody from Laura's. And Diane basically told me she didn't believe it. I was like, okay, well, I'm sorry you don't believe it, but hey, I want to say I've always been able to speak my opinion, and Laura has left me to keep having my opinion even when it's not favorable to her. Thank you, John. I think sometimes it's the way we express our opinions. I think if you come in and you start, immediately saying, well, this is fucking bullshit, or this is this, or this is that, then yeah, you're probably going to get timed out. I mean, wasn't there a young lady in here just earlier calling me a fucking idiot? And this stuff with Brian, get over it, man. It's not even funny anymore. It's not even funny. I don't talk like that. I don't say his name like that. But you all keep sitting over in those streams and keep saying it. But that's not harassing. That's not picking on anybody. That's just having some good, clean fun, right? But God forbid we have any good, clean fun. Oh, Blue, Diane would have so many more views, subs. I personally don't go there because of the chat. Exactly, Beefargs. We can all sit here and defend till the cows come home. When is enough enough? When is enough enough? When does it stop? When do we, go back to our regular just tit for tat bullshit? Why has it gotten to the point that it's hurtful and it's ugly and it's hateful, and when someone defends themselves, When someone defends themselves, all of a sudden they're the worst thing on earth. It's absolutely the worst thing anybody could have done was to defend themselves. Give me a break, people. I don't even blame Brian when he defends himself. I know, TBI. And yes, this is my panel, or this is my channel, and I will have my opinions. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to agree with them. But my opinion is this has got to fucking stop. The hateful, ugly, and people saying, well, Laura goes real life. I have yet to see proof where Laura went real life. Nobody has ever brought that proof forward. But they sit in another creator's chat who does go real life, who calls people's families, who notifies people's families, who calls the cops, who, they really do go real life. And the same people saying that Laura goes real life is sitting over there while somebody is going real life. They're in the chat while he's doing it. Hello, Ariel. All I hear is Laura goes real life. I haven't seen it. Has Laura said people's last names? Yeah, she has. Why? Because people run around saying hers. I've got a screenshot of somebody, Ash274, putting out one of Laura's last names that I'd never heard before. Whiskey, does this give anybody anxiety? Just me? No. Trust me, I get anxiety sometimes. And I get anxiety not just listening to panels of people that I don't support, but listen other panels too. I get anxiety. I mean, I don't let it keep me up at night or anything, because all in all, it's freaking YouTube. We're never going to meet each other on the streets. I don't even know what B. Ferg said, Laura. The truth. They have showed... No. Let's go back and read B. Ferg's. The truth. They have showed you lots of proof from Laura's Patreon and she participated in, but yet you defend it. I'm not defending it. Let me tell you how I feel about that, B. Fergs. Let me tell you how I feel about that. Did people get looked up? They sure did. The people looking those people up are now out there in your all's community being accepted with open arms. Why? Because they apologized. Laura, too, has apologized. Laura, too, has got on her panel and apologized not once, but several times. Is she going to apologize for the actions of others? No, she's not. She's not going to apologize for the actions of others. But Makeup Mobster has admitted to looking up people. She was forgiven, as she should be. Why is it Laura is held to a different standard? Because none of that shit would have ever gone public if it hadn't been for people taking it out there and dropping a frickin' link to these chats. Now, people have these chats where people talked about their children's health, their mammogram results, of course she points fingers at others. She apologizes and then points fingers at others. She sure does, Captain Save-A-Ho. Because she's catching the wrath for everything. It's not being minimized. Laura didn't put it out there in public. Freaking the ex-Patreons did. Laura brought it public when they started bringing it public. Laura has a right to defend herself and the other Patreons who are still with her, who are being exposed. Laura, the chats are everywhere. Does that make people feel good knowing that those chats are... Hello, Dana. Does that make people feel good knowing that people's private conversations are out there floating around amongst people that we don't even know? We don't even know who some of these people that have this link is. But Laura was never the one to drop the link. Laura was never the one to start throwing up screenshots. They did. And not only did they start throwing up screenshots, but they took it into a community in which it didn't belong. I think it's shady behavior and don't have the feeling Laura sees what's wrong with it. Jules, you are so entitled to that opinion. But if you think it's shady behavior on Laura's part, then you must think it's shady behavior on their part. Laura's name that I've never heard before was just dropped in a chat last night. Whiskey Gypsy, truth. I was in a chat engaging about you on a real life situation such as your home, husband, or children. Would you be mad at me along with others in that chat? Everyone is wrong in these chats. I agree, Whiskey Gypsy. Yay, Leo's wife, new puppy just peed outside. Yay, give it up for the puppy. No problem, Jen. Everybody should have a place to have their own opinion. But, you know, people think, and I've heard so many people on their panel say, oh, wait, the truth is going to see the light. She's going to turn on Laura. No, I dance to the beat of my own drum. Laura's never done nothing to me. And I'm not just going to turn on Laura because you all say so. Yes, Remy D. People in those chats they thought they were amongst friends. They talked about their children's, their health records. They talked about mammograms, you know, stuff like that. And now those chats are out there for anybody to get a hold of. Laura didn't do that. Laura didn't drop that link. Laura didn't start showing screenshots. I give them a chance to change, but Laura does not stop to drop names. I'm sorry, but Laura's ex-husband's picture was found in somebody's Discord. It doesn't matter who dropped it. It was wrong, right? And then Ash274 made the comment the other day. It was deleted immediately. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, Ash. Because I was able to get my hands on it. You learned Marianne's last name from Laura? Well, did you also learn one of Laura's last names that she's never gone by publicly from Ask274? Did you learn that? Because it's right over in Marsha's stream. Remy, you talked about that on a live stream. If we're going back to the Remy D, Hockey Mom, Republican Ash, and even Ninny C, who did absolutely nothing wrong that day, you talked about that on a live stream. And then you went to Stephanie Brown and said it was a private conversation. That was a lie. Stephanie Brown did a whole panel dragging Hockey Mom, Republican Ash, and Nenny C when it was not a private conversation. You had spoke it on a live panel. I was there, Remy D. I heard it. Marianne's mugshot and her name got put up months ago, of course. Everybody's mugshot's floating around out there. Everybody's mugshot. Dove, I enjoy coming in the truth. You can be hilarious. I'm not even on my best funny bone right now. But thank you, Dova. Remy D, I'm not getting on you, but I saw exactly how that unfolded. You spoke about it on a live panel. And then when Hockey Mom and them spoke on it again, you got upset. You went to Stephanie Brown. Now, you either told Stephanie it was a private conversation or Stephanie took it upon herself to say it was a private conversation, and you had the opportunity to correct that. But instead, there was a hoe ass dragging. I don't use her last name. Well, my last name gets used, M's, no mugshot. But my last name gets used everywhere. But you know what? There's nothing I can do about it. Somebody put it out there, and now it's out there. And there's nothing I can do about it. And what it boils down to is, if children are off limits, then all children should be off limits. Not just Remy D's, not just mine, but how about the fact that Laura's kid comes into her studio area, I think yesterday, and said, "Mom, can I have a Gatorade?" And Laura says, "No." And within seconds, it's over in a chat on someone else's channel. "Oh, for God's sakes, Keck, give him a fucking Gatorade, man. He's fucking thirsty." You know what? She is his mother. Laura is his mother. And if she decides he can't have, Laura has asked everyone to stop using Keck. They do not. So she started using last names. Fair play. But within seconds, all families and children should be off limits, Remy D. I totally agree. But they're not. Within seconds of Laura telling this kid he could not have a Gatorade, they have no idea why Laura told her kid he couldn't have a Gatorade. And in fact, it's none of their fucking business why he can't have a Gatorade. But within seconds, it's carried over into a chat, and all of a sudden, "Oh, for God's sakes, give the kid a Gatorade, Kick. He's thirsty." It's not your fucking business while Laura's not giving her child a fucking Gatorade. Yes, B. Fergs, I do. Do you see how every action can be defended on both sides? When will everybody be happy when somebody really gets hurt? I'm with you, B. Fergs. I'm with you on this. I am so with you. Jules has to go smoke. Okay, I just came in from smoking, so I totally relate to that. Right, not Keck or Keckle was her every channel name. Close to classy. Unless your slate is clean as fuck, expect it to come out sorry, not sorry. I hate that it's like that, but obviously that's the YouTube rules. I don't know. Laura's number's been spammed. Has anybody else's numbers been spammed? Every time Laura goes live now, she starts getting spam calls. Not just one call, but call after call after call after call. I agree, Remy. Remy's throwing down the white flag. And like I said, this tit for tat, Laura doxed herself with Keck. Maria, she has new subs coming in every single day. Every single day. She's branching off into new people like Katie and new people. They don't know that. But they do now because nobody can call her by her name. Captain Sabaho, leave Remy and Republican Ash alone. Okay, Captain Sabaho, when are you going to run over there and tell Republican Ash the same fucking thing? When are you going to run over there and say, Republican Ash, quit calling Laura the purple hooker? Quit calling the truth the liar? When are you going to quit telling people how to run their channels? Captain Savaho, when are you going to do that? Because I heard she was live a minute ago. That's what I'm saying. If you want to be outraged, you have every right to be outraged. But you have to be outraged at both sides. You cannot pick and choose. Skinwalker. Yes, I get called that every single day now. Everybody thinks that's so funny. Who is she hurting, B. Fergs? Who is Laura hurting? I want to hear this because I want to take it all the way back. I want to take it all the way back because I don't believe, and I've been around Laura since, I don't know, right back before the Molly Golightly days, I think is when I started following Laura. See, I had a hard time fitting in on YouTube because I had Brian St. John running around telling everybody bold-faced lies about me. So I had a hard time fitting into YouTube. But I'm supposed to just get over that. Just get over it. And I can honestly say, Laura was one of the people that Laura, Ninny, Hockey Mom, and Republican Ash were the people that didn't just assume what Brian was saying about me was true. She hurts people every day with her words. If I give you examples, you defend it. No, I'm not defending it. I'm saying, don't you think what people are saying about her hurts her? Real truth, finally. You and Laura both use your full names in your PayPal. So let me ask you something, real truth, finally. Have you PayPal'd me? Have you had any desire to PayPal me? Why would you be looking up my PayPal if you're not going to send me money? Drop some money then, real truth. Drop me some money. My real name was out there because of Brian. My real phone number is out there because of Brian. I'm not playing fucking victim here, real truth. I'll never be a victim to you, to Brian, or to anybody on fucking YouTube because I won't let it go there. She hurt Woggs looking up his kid and putting it in her chat. Do you know, Jules, that Woggs knew she did that? Do you know that? Do you also know that Diane and Wendy dropped a link? Now, did Woggs give him permission to drop that link? Probably so. But you know the funniest part about this and Woggs is Laura and Woggs don't have as big a freaking trouble with it as everybody else does. Everybody has this outrage for Woggs. Well, what about Diane and Wendy dropping a link? I never saw those pictures of Woggs's family and kids. I don't know if he was okay with that or not, Jules. Why don't you go ask Diane and Wendy? They dropped a link so you could go look at the pictures. Laura kept them in a private chat and then told Woggs she did it. Nanny, I stole a gumball when I was 5. Call the police. But Woggs said it was fine. Why would there be outrage? Exactly. I'm the farthest thing from a victim. I don't even play victim when it comes to Brian. I just give him back the truth. He can make up lies about me all day, and I'll put the fucking truth out there about him all fucking day. Diane and Wendy covered their faces for how many hundreds of people to see? For how many hundreds of people to see? Let me ask you something. When you get into a relationship with somebody and you don't know Laura and Woggs' relationship, B-Fergs, as much as you'd like to believe you do, you don't. But when you get into a relationship with somebody, have you never ever went on fucking Facebook and looked up? Have you never ever looked? I have nothing to hide when it comes to my name, liar, liar, pants on fire. Brian put it out there. Because if any woman in here says they have never looked up a man and his ex when they're starting to form a relationship, then I'm going to say it right now, you're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. I would have probably taken it a step further since the plan was for her to go out to California and visit him. I would have probably gone a step further and checked his fucking criminal record and everything else to see who I was going out to California to visit. That's probably where I would have taken it. Gypsy, I stalk the bastard for months when I meet someone. But for everybody to be so outraged, Laura looked up Woggs's wife, and it just so happens his kids were in some of the pictures. And she shared it amongst a group of 5 people that were considered friends. So outraged. But anybody that sits in this stream right now and says they've never, ever, ever looked up somebody they're interested in, I'm going to call you a fucking liar right now. And if I was going to go meet them halfway across the country, I'm not only going to look at their Facebook, I'm going to run a criminal fucking background. And everything else on them. I sure am. And Woggs should have done the same thing to Laura. He has no idea who Laura is, who was coming to visit him halfway across the country. I would have had no problem with Woggs doing that. No problem, Maria. Katie Mack, I don't believe that. I don't believe that you've never looked on somebody's Facebook out of curiosity or whatever. I don't believe you. I'm sorry. And if you haven't, then I got to tell you, you're probably one of the only women in anywhere on YouTube that hasn't done that. Carla, I've looked up, or Carol, I've looked up plenty of people on Facebook. Sure. Hell, I was with a man for 14 years. When we split up, I wanted to see who he hooked up with. I went and looked at it. Oh, okay, then good for you, Katie Mack. But I will suggest to you, if you plan on traveling across the country to meet somebody that you met on the internet and that you formed a friendship with, that you look them up. Okay, that's just my suggestion to you. Better safe than sorry. Am I saying anything bad about Wogs? Absolutely freaking not. And if Wogs would have looked Laura up, I would have said, I want to hear about the lizard in the sink. Okay, Dova. If Wogs would have looked Laura up, I would have said, good for you, Wogs. You're pretty smart. Wogs has Laura's address. Laura doesn't have his. And let's face it, Wogs can pick up and move at any moment. He's pretty much at the freedom of that. Wogs has Laura's address. I don't know why you were timed out, Jules. I didn't time you out. In a private chat that was leaked. Okay, I totally agree with you. So have you gone over there, Jules, and told the people that leaked those private chats how wrong they are? Maybe you have. I don't know. But have you? So all these things that, are just so outrageous that Laura and her subs and her Patreons and her current Patreons do. And everybody's out there doing it. Everybody is out there doing it. No one should be looking anyone up unless they are intimate, personally involved. The info shouldn't be posted in chat, regardless if it's private. Well, okay, Remy D, you are entitled to that. But I'm sorry if I want to share something with my girlfriends, I'm going to. But then again, I form relationships with people that I think I can trust because I'm a trustworthy person. Anyone see a post about Kiki, Perplexed Drama, The Truth, and then you see her channel was hacked and was blaming Laura, and she said, Kiki blames us for everything. For fuck's sakes, she said I was plotting a murder. But I'm supposed to just overlook that, right? That Kiki said I was plotting a murder? I'm supposed to just... No, B-Fergs, those Patreons were her girlfriends. That was not done. Thank you, Katie Mack. That was not done in Patreon. That was done in a private Facebook chat. Those were her girlfriends. They told their secrets to Laura, too. They told some secrets to Laura, too. Did Laura put them out there? No. As far as Kiki goes, that woman has accused Laura of horrendous things. She has accused me of horrendous things. I have proof of the things. I have a video up where she accuses me of plotting a murder. Am I supposed to just say, well, somebody's accusing me of plotting a murder. No big deal. Come on, guys. Oh, now she was hacked. That seems to be everybody's excuse. Tawanda, Brian shared her information. Nobody had a problem with it. Why? Because it was Tawanda? Because it was Tawanda? Because Tawanda supports Laura, so it's not a big deal. It's Tawanda. But God forbid somebody else's information gets dropped out there. And it's Laura did it, the truth did it, Laura's subs did it, Laura's Patreons did it, Laura did it. It's getting fucking old, man. She wasn't hacked. Kiki knows she can't bring any proof to the table. That's why she's saying this shit. I've been asking her for proof for weeks that I was plotting a murder, and she's yet to bring any proof. B-Fergs, they were not strangers. They were her friends. They formed friendships. Go ask for the link and read the damn chats yourself. Because they don't have no problem spreading that link around. I don't know who's timing you out, Jules. I don't even hold a damn wrench in my own room. And actually, I took Laura's wrench away just so she couldn't be blamed for it. Yes, Laura, I did that. I took your wrench away just so you couldn't be blamed for timing everybody out. Because every time somebody gets timed out in my chat, Laura gets the blame for it. Not that you blamed her, but a couple people have blamed Laura. Laura timed me out in the Truce chat. No proof at all that Laura did it. It's just, let's just throw it out there that... Hello, Killer Crimes. The stream didn't start out to be about Laura. The stream started out to be about fake outrage and who determines what's right and what's wrong. Who determines what's right and what's wrong for me is me. Me. Well, B-Fergs, I'm not going to sit here and try to determine their relationship because they're over there dropping screenshots. I can see where their communication was more like friends. So, the whole thing could have been handled differently. There was no reason to drop a link for people to... There was no reason to drop a link for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people to be able to view those. It was wrong. And I don't know. No, it's not a porn site, Remy D. It's actually worse than a porn site. It's actually worse. But here you are defending that action. Here you are saying that action is okay, that Laura got put on that site. That's real life. Kiki just declared war and said to let the doxing begin. Dox away, Kiki. Tracy Monet, 147 Anchorage Avenue. Cocoa Beach, Florida. Dox away. Eagle, I don't even know what you said. Why are you getting yelled at? Yeah, it does suck, Remy, but that's out there for life and not an ounce of outrage coming from anybody. Fucking John, I don't care. Brian's done give the shit out. Hey, Stewie. What are they going to do? Were they going to send me a pizza? Hold the anchovies. And I don't know what else to do. If you go ahead and dox yourself, which I didn't, Brian did a long time ago, but if you go ahead and dox yourself, what do they got on you? What do they have, John? They got nothing else to hold over my head. Let the doxing begin. Because remember, somebody was just in here saying, 2 wrongs don't make it right. Remember? That was just stated in here. Two wrongs don't make it right. Beefurgs. I wish someone would send me a pizza. I haven't had breakfast. Some crazy could turn up at your door. Well, if they turn up at my door, John, like I've said all along, they're going to meet 2 people. 2 people. And it's going to be God and the coroner. Yeah, I'm all out of give a fucks. I'm all out of them. But I just came on to talk about what went on last night and all the fake outrage. You know, leave this one alone. Leave that one alone. How about you all leave us alone? Brian St. John has doxed several of us in here. Oh, but he doesn't call it doxing. You can't sit here and say, leave Republican Ash alone. When Republican Ash is over there calling us names and blaming us for people we didn't do. Remy D, you were sitting in the stream the day Brian put my number out 15 times. 15 times that man put my number out. Did you tell him it was wrong? You probably did. You probably did tell him that it was wrong. Thank you, Hot Eagle. You probably did tell him that it was wrong. I don't know. But it didn't change anything. At that point, my number's out there. At that point, my number's out there. Nothing I can do about it. Except change my number. And changing my number is not an option because all of my doctors and my oncologist in Florida still talks to my oncologist in Indiana, and my oncologist in Indiana still communicates with my oncologist in Florida, depending on where I'm at. So, changing my number is not an option. But I'm getting off here because it's getting late and my puppy has not had her breakfast yet. The big dog has eaten, the little dog has not. So I'm going to feed my dog and I'm going to enjoy this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And you want to be outraged? That's cool, be outraged. I'm outraged. But see, I get outraged on both sides. I don't pick and choose what I'm outraged about. If it's wrong for one to do, it's wrong for all to do. And all these people surrounding these people with love and support because they feel like these people are getting picked on, just remember, they started the picking. I have never, ever, ever gone at anybody that has not come at me first. Warrior Grandma said I did, and I don't know if I did, but I apologized if I did. I have no idea who Warrior Grandma is. But it's time to stop playing victim, because you're not a victim, Ash. You're not a victim, Brian. You're not victims. You're not a victim, Gutter Guppy. And yes, that is my name for her until she learns to use my name properly. When she learns to use my name properly, then I will use hers properly. In the meantime, she's Gutter Guppy. You're not victims. You're not a victim, Marianne. You're not a victim. Well, I didn't stay for the stream, One Love. I didn't stay for the stream because I didn't agree with it. But do you think I haven't been threatened? Do you think Brian didn't threaten Ninny and threaten to kill her? You think every other day there's not threats being thrown out here? No, she's not a victim, Jen. I'm sorry, I disagree with you on that. No problem, Raquel. She's not a victim. I totally disagree. Republican Ash is not a victim. Why? Because somebody said they were her neighbor? Because somebody said they would knock on her door? You know how many times Brian has threatened to come to my door? He threatened to kill Republican Ash. I'm not condoning what she said, One Love. You obviously missed the first part of this. I left the stream. Someone made an account with their father's name. Remy D, I understand that, but I don't know who did that. But she gets on her platform and says me and Laura did it. Remy D, she gets on her platform and says me and Laura made that. We did not. I did not. But you don't get up there and accuse me of doing something I didn't do. Yeah, Brian said he was going to go to knocking on Justin's door. Where was the outrage then, guys? Where was it then? Why is it just now, all of a sudden, the things being said are outrageous? This is what I'm talking about. But I am going to get off here. Like I said, I got to feed my... Yeah, he rode past... Oh, yeah. He rode past Trisha Not Trisha's house and then lied and said... And then I saw somebody repeat the lie the other day. I saw someone repeat the lie the other day and said, no, he didn't. He was taking a picture of a... He was filming a car that did a U-turn. No, he didn't. He zoomed in on Justin's apartment. He let everybody in YouTube know exactly where Justin lived. Where was the outrage then? No, you don't get to call her special needs, One Love, because Brian, go look at his community post unless he's pulled it down, because he has said numerous times that autism is not a reason, it does not give you the reason to get up there and speak on people like she does. Republican Ash has admitted she speaks 3 languages fluently. And Unknown Capone also is also on the spectrum. Does he get a break? Nope. Nope. Because why? Because Capone supports Laura. So, all right, guys. I'm going to get off here. Like I said, I'm going to go feed my puppy. And enjoy the day. And I hope you all do too. And like I said, if you want it to stop, it's got to stop on all sides. It can't stop on one. It will never work. It will never work. I agree, Letha. You can't expect one side to bow down and just take it. It's not going to work. But I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll see you around the tube.